Hello, Jerusalem pastors and church leaders. This is Moderator Taylor with the updates for the month of July. Guess what? I'm doing it from inside the Jerusalem Baptist Center. So the Jerusalem Center is open again, and we're advertising it for weddings, funerals, and other activities, special meetings, and also a church that might need to rent it on Sunday mornings. The building is open. Here are the updates for the month. We want to start off by saying congratulations to some of our churches that have celebrated milestone events. Number one, we want to celebrate with the Mount Moriah Baptist Church and their church anniversary, and then also the Johnson Chapel Baptist Church and their church anniversary and homecoming that they celebrated just a couple of weeks ago. God bless you to both of these wonderful churches, and may God continue to bless the work that you all are doing in reaching the lost and teaching the saved. We also want to say thank you again to our state president, Dr. Carl Johnson, and to his team that came from the Florida General Baptist State Convention to share with us in the Reconnect Evangelism Conference. Dr. Gaston Smith taught a wonderful workshop on evangelism, and then we went out into the streets witnessing and sharing the gospel with people, led by our state president, and what a phenomenal job he did. He personally led 2 people to Christ, and several young men from the neighborhood came to church came to the tent service that night. We are just so excited and want to say thank you again to Dr. Carl Johnson and to all of our team that helped, Pastor McFadden that ran operations for us on the ground, and Pastor Keith Smith and the Emmanuel Baptist Church. Thank you so much. And we also want to celebrate Pastor Keith Smith in his pastor's anniversary that he just celebrated. Congratulations to everyone. Job well done. And then what can we say about our Congress of Christian Education? Dr. Tyrone Blue and Dean Sharon Foreman and the entire Congress staff did a wonderful job presenting Christian education, which is the hallmark and which is the mission of our Jerusalem Congress of Christian Education, to share Christian education information to equip, train, and develop the skill sets of our churches and church leaders. Thank you and job well done. A top-notch Congress this past session. Now, here are some dates for us to remember. July 31st through August 4th is the State Congress of Christian Education. The Florida General Baptist State Congress of Christian Education will be held in Orlando, Florida this year. The registration portal is open. It's an online registration. If you would, please go to the Florida General's website so that you can get the information to sign up. And we want to have a great contingency of folks from the Jerusalem Association. I look forward to seeing you there, and we're praying for our State Congress of Christian Education, of which, by the way, Dr. Tyrone Blue of our own Jerusalem Association is the 3rd vice president of the Florida General Congress of Christian Education. So we certainly want to support and rally behind all of those that are working so hard to present a good Congress. And then we want to remind you on September 26th, 27th, and 28th. That's the last week in September leading up to the first Sunday in October. September 26th, 27th, and 28th is our annual Jerusalem Association session. It's the annual session that's coming up. We're looking forward to a good annual session. I will host it at the Spring Hill Church during that week. So please join us at the Spring Hill Church during the week of September 26th, 27th, and 28th for our annual session of the Jerusalem Missionary Baptist Association. It's going to be a great time in the Lord. Finally, I want to remind you of all of the resources that we're working to provide you as churches to help strengthen and develop our churches and church leaders. Number one, we have a survey that has been sent out from the Florida General Baptist State Convention to understand the needs for our churches. It's a needs assessment for our churches. There's a link in the email that came along with this message. If you will, please utilize the link to fill out the form to let the state convention know the needs that our churches have so that they can begin presenting the information. And then from a local standpoint, we have put together a package and continually putting together a package of different services and discounts to help our churches. Number one, we have a relationship with a company called Protect My Ministry. If your church needs background checks for your finance team, your youth workers, or for staff, this is the firm to use, Protect My Ministry. And because of the relationship that we've established with them, Jerusalem Missionary Baptist Association churches have a different pricing structure, and you have a warm connect to get that established. There's a link that's available for that information as well. Then secondly, we've also established a relationship with Cox Business. If your church needs improved internet services or improved technology services, Cox is our partner to help with that. Many of our churches are live streaming, and that takes a lot of technical skill. And we have a relationship with Cox that they have great rates for our churches, and so we have a warm connect for you there. And then also we have a warm connection, and we've established a relationship with another firm that can help with your church database needs called Amplify, former Shelby Services or Shelby Systems. This is a all-in-one suite of services that has church database, online giving, as well as an app, as well as website, all packaged into one for your churches. Because you're a Jerusalem partnering church, you have preferred connection with them as well. Take advantage of all the things that we're doing to try to help strengthen churches and church leaders. I love you, and I thank God for the opportunity to serve you as we try to win more people to the Lord Jesus Christ. I look forward to seeing you September 26th, 27th, and 28th for the annual session as we come together and celebrate all of the things that God has done through our churches during this year. God bless you, and we'll see you soon.